All right, guys, today is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. Nurses making the news on Thursday. This week, let's talk about how everybody seems to be quitting. From restaurants that just seem to not have staff. We were literally sent away from a restaurant yesterday because the hostess said we literally do not have the cooks to supply a party this big. From restaurant staff all the way to doctors and nurses at the hospital, staff are quitting their jobs. They are just rolling out, throwing up their deuces, saying, I'm done with this. No more. I'm done. Walking out. Nurses and doctors are actually quitting their profession at this moment in time. A recent report shows that something like 66% of all nurses surveyed have thought of completely leaving the medical field. Not even just quitting that job, but quitting all medical. Just being done with everything. You know, you went to school for this for a long time, and now all of a sudden they're so burnt out or just done with this job that they're just going to completely leave nursing. Whew, that's a big deal. A lot of nurses are quitting. True story. I was actually the recent recipient, but not the cool side of it. There is no cool side of it. Of nurses quitting. I mean, I didn't quit. I'll just say that much. In any case, it is hard out there. There is the great resignation, if you will. Great resignation is, of course, people leaving their entire professions to start something else. Maybe a small business. Maybe, they're going to be vloggers, bloggers, whatever it may be. People are just leaving their entire profession right now. And this includes nurses and doctors. All in that. They're just up and leaving. Why is this happening? Well, part of it is the COVID virus. I'm just going to call it the COVID in general, because you could break it down into several parts. Some people are very upset that they do not have the freedom themselves to get vaccinated or not vaccinated. Some people are very angry that they don't have that choice themselves. Many employers are forcing employees to be vaccinated, especially like the government side of things. Something like 92% of all government employees have to be vaccinated or already vaccinated, and the rest of them have to be vaccinated, something like that. In any case, many people are very angry about that, and they want the freedom of choice. Other people are upset that the COVID is still continuing to go on, and people are not wearing masks at grocery stores, and they are just feeling just so overwhelmed that they just, may have finished a shift on a COVID unit where they had people pass, and then they go to the grocery store and it seems like no one cares, and they are just getting fed up with it, which, will definitely do a tremendous amount to your mental health, that they just leave. They're done with it after that. They're like, you know what? I'm completely done with nursing. No one cares. I'm done with it. So I'm going to link many different things into just the COVID pandemic. It is definitely contributing to the fact that many people are leaving the profession. Simply, supplies could be linked in that COVID bubble as well, as anyone who was in the medical profession before the start of COVID, and then right at the very beginning of COVID, you already know we as medical could not get supplies. It sort of got better, but it really didn't. There was never a surplus of supplies, which is what we actually need. There was just sort of, maybe you caught up to what you needed, and then all of a sudden now, with the furthering of the pandemic and supply shortages of many different things, we're seeing less and less supplies, and it's starting to get back to how it was, a year and a half to 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago now, when the COVID started. I mean, we are just burnt out due to supplies not being there. I can't tell you how many times I've been frustrated, like, where are the gloves? Just simple gloves. Where are they? We just can't get them. Terrible situation. People just getting burnt out and leaving, just being done with it because no one seems to care anymore, and they are just quitting. Someone who talks very good about this, much better than myself, Z-Dog MD. Check him out. This is an actual article from him, and he's got a video to sort of go with it. He is much better at communicating this than myself. He's also got a studio. He's not in his 10-year-old Chevy Cruze. Good for him. Whatever the reason is, many nurses are quitting. Many medical staff are just done with the medical field. They're just leaving in general, which is then in return contributing to the shortage, which we actually had before the COVID. So the shortage is now getting bigger. There's less to go around, and it's getting worse and worse, which is then causing more and more burnout. And then, of course, the pay increase that's going to, like, sort of ICU or travel nurses or float nurses is drawing people from nursing homes to, fulfill these very high-paying positions where you're making up to 3 times what you were making at the nursing home. Why would you not if you have the skill set? I mean, you have the skill set and they're paying it. You're going to go. Leaving nursing homes short, which they need nurses as well. And it just seems to be a very vicious cycle of people not being able to fulfill all of their staff needs, and then staff just getting burnt out because there's no staff, no supplies. Gotta get vaccinated. I don't want to be vaccinated. I want my own freedom, and whatever it may be. And people are just done with it, leaving the medical field altogether in droves. They're just saying, deuces, we're out. The only good news out of the entirety of this nursing shortage leaving mess is it seems to be happening once you become a nurse. As student nurses and schools that teach nurses are really doing their best to get nurses out there, and they're actually still doing a pretty good job at it, as numbers have not fluctuated as much as, to be quite honest, I thought that they would. I thought that those numbers would just fluctuate like crazy, but they have not. Whatever the reason is, many people are leaving, and it is just driving us who still here crazy, as we want the help. They want the pay. They got to have this and that and the other, and everybody wants to stay or everybody wants to go, whatever it may be. Whew. In any case, we got to get this fixed. And I don't have a plan for it. I'm not smart enough, don't have the intelligent level to do so. In any case, since it is Thanksgiving, today is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving if you are watching this and it is not Thanksgiving. I hope the day you're watching this goes well. As this is Nurses Making the News on Thursday, there should be a link down below for the rest of the playlist. If you like this video, check out the channel. Like this video, check out this video as well. Z-Dog MD is who you need to check out. There should be a link in the description if you want to check out his channel. He is a doctor. He is much smarter than myself. He also has a really cool video about thank you to the nurses. It's Macy Gray. I can't remember the name of the song. It's like Say Goodbye. Anyways, he does a very good job of it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. If it's not Thanksgiving, I hope your day goes well. Thank you much.